Finding love. We're gonna get to that really quickly, but I just want to say, I just got done editing this video, and I just wanted to say why I haven't been making any other videos. It's because I've been focused on this video because it was 58 minutes long, almost at an hour long, okay? Basically an hour long, but I shortened it down to about 15 to 20 minutes, so please take the time to watch it. That's all I'm asking. I'm sorry it took so long, though. I will create more videos and I will answer as many questions as I can. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Ready to start the video now? Ready? Ready. We're ready. We're ready. Fucking ready. Alright. I'm buffering. So, many a times for certain reasons, I have been asked, like, how do you get a girl, right? And I'm going to explain this, and I don't know why I'm going to explain this, but it's just that it's something that's asked a lot from me, and this isn't just for, you know, how to get the girls, it's also for how to get the guys, you know? So, you can just basically watch any of this type of stuff online from any other people, and a lot of them will tell you certain things if they aren't from a psychological standpoint on the entire issue. So what they'll say is, you gotta have confidence, you gotta understand how to date people, and you know, you need to know all of these things before you can even start to try and like somebody. That's BS. I want you to know that. You can like somebody at any time, any point in time, you know? Love can be from anything. It can take from childhood behaviors as to, like, let's say that there was Bill and Jane, right? Let's just leave it at that. There's Bill and Jane. Bill and Jane have known each other since they were 3, right? They both know that they're good friends, and they've been good friends all the way through the ages. Now, with Bill and Jane, they seem to like one another a little bit more than friends. They're just so closely bonded, right? Where did that spawn from? It's because they knew each other for so long. It's a possibility that Bill and Jane will eventually get together because they've known each other for so long. Now, I'm not saying that you have to know somebody for so long to understand their exact behaviors and exactly what they want to do, but it does help. It does help. Definitely does. The longer you've known somebody, the better it is, right? And this is where dating comes in. Now, again, people will say, just have confidence and, you know, just do it. Just go and have a good time, Will Billy. You know, go find that Jane of yours, you know? Ditch what they're saying. Obviously, you do need to have some confidence. You can't just be all like, well, I'm just gonna wait for them to talk to me, because if they're thinking the exact same way, nobody's gonna be talking. Nobody's gonna be talking. There's a couple of points that I actually want to establish in this. So, communication amongst individuals, if you like one another, I just want to say that if you like one another, just make sure that you're both communicating well with each other. If you communicate about each and everything and you're super honest about everything, it's not necessarily going to work. And the only reason that I say this is because of the fact that there are sometimes, like, where you're all like, oh, like, do I look fat in this? And they're all like, fuck yeah, you do. I mean, it's not the best thing to do, but obviously cut them some slack. Don't be all like, yeah, you're a fat ass, and you know it. That's right. No. They're human too. They have feelings just like you. So now you need to take it from your own standpoint. If you take it from your own standpoint as to which you're just saying like, oh yeah, well, I like it when people give me praise, and you know, I enjoy the fact that people like the way I look, and that's the kind of stuff that you really want to have, right? So if you focus from your own standpoint and you like the way it sounds, think about it. If somebody was saying, hey, do I look fat in this? If I were, don't put yourself necessarily exactly in their shoes. Don't be wearing their dress and be on like, call me fat, you know? No, put it in your own perspective. So the point is, don't be rude about it, you know? Be nice. don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Not that that's not that hard to understand, I don't think. But anyways, back to the whole, you know, how to get this person to like you a little bit better. Take it in a psychological perspective. Let's say that you were going on a date with somebody and they disliked it because let's say that they are extremely nauseous when they get on roller coasters and you took them to a roller coaster. Do you think that they're gonna like you that much after that? Or are they gonna be focused on how sick they feel and how wrong they feel? You're sitting next to them, so you're also a part of this situation that's happening. So what happens in their mind is it just switches to, oh, I don't like this person because I didn't like the ride. So what do? Anything that they like to do it with them. And another thing is, and I can't stress this enough, I've seen so many people, including my own self, do this before. I have tried to be something that I'm not. We just want to be like somebody else because we're like, wow, this person's creative, this one's innovative, and this one's just interesting. My gosh, like you look at other people, but you don't look at yourself. Anytime you look at yourself, you're like, wow, I could have been like that person or that person or that person. I could have been. You can. You're able to be just like any of these people. The point is that if you want to get somebody, there's a couple of rules that you need to follow. Rule 1. Be yourself. Oh my gosh, I hate burping sometimes. Okay, but be yourself. That is rule number 1, biggest rule ever. Rule number 1. That's it. That's the only thing that you can be, is yourself. You can't be anybody else. You can't fucking change flesh or anything like that unless you're a changeling, shapeshifter, I don't care. Point is, rule number 1, be yourself. Another thing that I would really, really like to stress is that there's a difference between dating and boyfriend-girlfriend. Dating, boyfriend-girlfriend. 2 separate things. Separate. Definitely separate. Both of them, really, dating, boyfriend, girlfriend. Both of them have a side to them. Shama! Okay. Boyfriend, girlfriend. Boyfriend, girlfriend is that you've committed yourself to this individual. It's basically like marriage without the second step. You know what I'm saying? It's without that. Like, you can still, like, kiss, hug, and fuck each other if you want to. I don't care what you do in this stage, and you can do that in dating too. Basically, everything is kind of the same. It's just the fact that, even though I said that they're different, they're kind of the same. There's similarities and there's differences, okay? The differences are what matter though. Being a boyfriend and girlfriend, you're committed to one singular individual. This is where cheating happens, is where people, while they're dating, they go and date another person. This is okay. This is completely okay. And I want to point this out. The reason that it is okay is because of the fact that it's not cheating until you've literally committed yourself to being boyfriend-girlfriend to each other, okay? If you're just in the dating zone and not in boyfriend-girlfriend, right? That means that you're just figuring out what other people are like. You just are trying to find out your own interests and what you like the most. Dating. Whole separate category with a bunch of other people, right? Boyfriend, girlfriend, hooked to one individual. This is where cheating can happen. Cheating doesn't happen over here. All right? I'm a DJ. Okay, so the boyfriend, girlfriend, dating thing, common sense, okay? Common sense and rule number 0, wherever you want to fit that in. And then the first rule, main rule, be yourself. Second rule is communication. Communication is everything. It's literally the key to dating. The main point of communication is to understand each other's interests, each other's goals, what you like versus what you dislike. So when you bring up something like, hey, I don't like the certain deodorant you're using, you know, it makes me gag. They could be all like, well, I don't like the perfume you use. Wrecked. No, but like, you can compromise. This is the whole point of communication, is to compromise and to come closer together. Communication is a relationship. It literally is your own relationship, okay? Like if you're driving on the road, okay, and you both stop at an intersection and the person to the right of you is supposed to go first. What if they didn't know? What are you gonna do? Try not using communication. See where it gets you. You both are like squealing each other's tires, like about to get out of the car, like, bruh, just go. That point, you'd be communicating. You can communicate and just go, please, for the love of God, go, go, mother. You can get angry at them, I don't care. It's a form of communication. Communication is everything. So we have rule number 0, common sense, boyfriend, girlfriend, and dating. And then we have be yourself, communication, and I don't know, that's basically it, really. You can get a girl really simply. You don't have to have this super confidence or anything like that. Obviously, you do have to have just a partial bit of it to go up to them, and like something that girls like is confidence. It's not overly confidence. Some of them, everybody is their own type. I want you to know that. Everybody is their own type. Let's make that rule number 3. Everybody is their own type, okay? I'm my own type. I don't have the best, communication with guys rather than I do with girls. I can understand them a little bit more because of the fact that I grew up with girls. That's just me. That's just who I am. That's just my type. I want this to be like for everybody, like boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, transgenders, whatever, like you bisexuals. This is for everybody, okay? This is for the entire crowd of individuals out there. So, common sense of the whole boyfriend-girlfriend standard of, like, I'm not saying that boyfriend-girlfriend is the standard, I'm just saying that, like, there's a standard of, being boyfriend-girlfriend, like, there's a standard of being boyfriend-boyfriend, there's a standard of being girlfriend-girlfriend, there's just a standard as to which, you can actually cheat in that category. And with like dating, that's a whole different thing as to where you're not cheating if you go out with another person. That's dating. You're dating people. Boyfriend, girlfriend, whole separate thing. So type, being your own type. Understanding who other people are and knowing what they like and what you like too. With the whole type thing, you have to have that communication first, which is why I explained that rule first. Type is a whole nother story. Everybody has their own preferences, their own likes and dislikes, what they do and don't do. It's just something that also falls in communication, but it's like another step. So it's more of like 2A, Everybody has their own type. I'm still gonna call it rule number 3 though. Everybody is their own type. I'm my own person, you're your own person. We're just people, trying to find out what love is like. Another thing is the use of the word love and the use of the word forever. Those two can freak some people out, okay? And this is gonna fall into type. So if you want a serious relationship, what you usually say to them is, I love you, or I want to be yours forever, or like, we're gonna be together forever, It's all cheery, all nice, and at the time you might like it, but there's also something that clicks in certain people's heads. Not like certain people, I'm just saying that there's people out there. Anyways, the point is, there's people that don't generally like this idea. I mean, by all means say I love you if you feel comfortable saying that, and if you know that they feel comfortable with you saying that. And if they ever bring up like, hey, why don't you ever say it to me, like I say it to you, or like, like neither of us have said it yet, like, do you love me? And it's like, that's a good time to bring that up. That is a very good time to bring that up. But it can also come into the play of just them being like really, really mad or like sad that you haven't said it yet. There's certain types of people with that whole love and being together forever thing. If you don't know these concepts of dating and boyfriend, girlfriend, it can get pretty difficult. If you're dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, if you don't know them, it's just gonna be a lot harder for you to understand what's happening. So you need to establish what's happening. If you consider yourself boyfriend, girlfriend, you make it official, and that is where you finally get to the boyfriend, girlfriend stage. There's a whole difference between dating and a whole difference between boyfriend, girlfriend. So, breaking it down one more time. Common sense, dating, boyfriend, girlfriend. Rule number 1, be yourself. 2 is communication. 3 is type. And then like, the type and communication kind of fall in line with each other, but it's a little bit more difficult to understand. Putting them in the same, because they kind of have their own, fuck it. It's rule number 3. Type is rule number 3, and then 4 isn't necessarily preference, but it's like 3A, okay? 3A, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you want me to make more of these videos, I'm glad to do so. I can make like piano videos and like even like muscle building tutorials. I don't have that great of guns, but I have a little bit of expertise in this category because I've dealt with like health and whatnot, biological standards, and I love science. Science is great, but like I can show you like piano tutorials as to how I know how to play piano. It's not that I know how to play piano, it's just that I know certain things in piano, like, you know, scales and whatnot. I know certain things. I don't know everything, but I know certain things, okay? And if you guys have any other questions as to what I didn't say in this video, then feel free to ask me. If you have a certain problem, write me up, you know? I'm on Gmail, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat and Instagram. But yeah, just let me know. I will put those in my video where I'm dancing like a hippo, you know? One more time, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, and other videos that you want me to post, other tutorials, other stuff like that, I'm fine to do that. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Goodbye. Peace out, people.